Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Sabrina from Happy Mayhem Creations with a brand new tutorial just for you. This is size 0 to 3 months and it's inspired by Spider-Man. So it's a little beanie with the diaper cover, and I'm going to show you guys how to make this adorable little outfit so you can put it on a loved one and do some photos with it. It is so cute. We're going to be working with worst weight yarn, and I have here is red and blue. We're going to need permanent adhesive fabri-tac glue, as you can see here. I found this one at Walmart. They also sell it at Michael's if you're looking for that, and they do sell it online. Puff paint. Now I get this one at Walmart. It's very affordable, and we're going to be using this to make the spider webs. It's just an easy way to just get the webs on there. The only thing about this is you got to be very careful when you squeeze it out, because you can get big globs, so take your time, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean when we get to there. Scissors, a 5mm hook, and you're going to need some felt. You can just buy these little sheets. They're at Walmart, and they do have them at Michael's. Where else they have them? In little craft areas for kids. You could actually find these pretty much anywhere. You're going to be using the color white and black. So I have two colors here. These are going to be for the eyes. I will have down below where you can get the template for the eyes, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's get started crafting and crocheting our cute little outfit here. To get started, you're going to make a slip knot, and how I do my slip knots, I like to wrap it around my fingers twice. And when I wrap it around my fingers twice, I'm going to take this and tuck it from behind and pull it through. And that's how I make my slip knots. There's another way you can actually do that too. You're going to make like a little circle, as you can see here. You're crossing over. Just take, pull through, grab that loop, and then grab two ends and pull it through. Okay, we are going to chain 45. So you're going to take your hook, wrap the yarn over your hook like so. You're going to take this yarn and pull it through this loop. There's one chain. Let me show you one more time. You are actually going to take this loop and this yarn and pull it through that loop. 2. So that's a chain 2. We're going to continue until we have a chain of 45. Okay, so I have my chain of 45. I'm going to wrap the yarn over your hook, and we're going to go back 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to double crochet into the 3rd chain from the hook. So you're going to insert your hook into that chain. You're going to yarn over, then you're going to pull that yarn right through. Then you're going to yarn over again and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's a double crochet. Let me show you one more time. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain over, yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. So we're going to double crochet all the way down our chain. I'm going to do the rest of this off camera and come with you finished. So continue crocheting. Okay, so I have double crocheted all the way across, and I have a total of 42 double crochets going across. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fasten off from here. Take your scissors, cut the yarn, leave it tail so you can sew them in, and pull it right through. I like to sew in my ends before I start crocheting, so that's what I'm going to do right now with the tapestry needle or yarn needle, whatever you have available. And I'm going to sew in my ends right now. You just weave it back and forth. And then I like to come back up again and just weave them in. And I'm going to cut the excess off. And I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so now that we have all our ends sewed in, you have a strip like this. This is going to be the waist. So what you're going to do is we're going to go back 12 stitches. So you're going to come through here and you're going to look for the 12 stitches. So you're going to go back 1, 2, hold on, I have this backwards, here we go. So you're going to go back 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You're going to put your hook into the 12th stitch and we're going to attach our yarn. So I make a slip knot before I attach my yarn. Some people just add the yarn, but I like a good solid like stitch to make sure it's secured in there. And we're going to chain 2. What you're going to do now is from this side of the end, you're going to go back 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And you want to put a stitch marker into that 12th stitch because that's the last stitch we're going to be putting in there. So because I don't have a stitch marker on me right now, I'm just going to take this loose end yarn that I used and have it just hanging out right there. You can use a different color to know that it's there. So we're going to crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 stitches. So it's going to be 21 double crochets. Our chain 2 is not a double crochet, so we are going to double crochet into that same stitch we did our chain 2. Just like so. Continue on all the way across. Okay, I'm on my last stitch here and I'm going to double crochet. And now I'm going to remove my little stitch marker here. We're going to chain 2 and we'll repeat the last row. We're going to double crochet into the same stitch as our chain 2 and we are going to double crochet all the way across. I'll meet you there. Okay, I'm getting towards the end here. Double crochet in my last stitch. And I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work around. Now we're going to start decreasing, and we are going to decrease at the beginning and the end of our rows. So we're going to yarn over, and we're going to start with the first 2 stitches here, and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do this. We're going to double crochet 2 together. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the first stitch, which is where the chain 2 is at. Okay, yarn over, pull your yarn through, yarn over. You're going to pull through 2 loops, and now you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch over, yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over. You're going to pull through 2, then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Just like so. So now you just did a decrease, 2 double crochets together. We're going to crochet all the way down. We're leaving 2 stitches remaining so we can do another decrease. I love working with the yarn when it's really soft, and it feels so good when it slides through my fingers. I don't know if any of you guys do, but if you do, comment below and let me know. Okay, 1 more to go. Now I'm at the end, leaving 2 remaining unstitches, 1 and 2, and we're going to do a decrease again. So you're going to yarn over, pull your yarn through, then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch next to it, yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 3. So now we just did another decrease. We're going to chain 2, and we'll repeat that same row that we did before. Decrease at the beginning and decrease at the end. And we're going to continue that. If you guys are experts crocheters, we're going to continue that until we have 12 remaining stitches on the top. So we're going to decrease at the beginning, double crochet 2 together, then double crochet across, leaving 2 remaining, the chirping noise are my parakeets. I have 4 beautiful parakeets, and they just love chirping during the daytime, especially early in the morning. They're almost like roosters. They love waking me up. Okay, I'm at the end here. Now I'm going to double crochet 2 together. We're going to chain 2, turn our work around, and repeat the row again. Double crochet the 2 together from the beginning to the end. So we're going to put 2 double crochets together. And there we go. Double crochet across. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets together. Chain 2, turn your work around, 2 double crochets together, double crochet across, double crochet 2 together, and now we have a total of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13, and we're going to do one more row of decrease because we're doing size 0 to 3 months, and I did say 12 stitches, but I guess I miscounted here, so we're going to do 11 stitches instead. So decrease, double crochet 2 together, then we're going to double crochet across, okay, double crochet 2 together. We have a total of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 stitches remaining. We are now going to chain 2, and we're going to double crochet across. Always remember to double crochet in the same stitch as your chain 2, and double crochet across. I'm at the end here, and I'm going to chain 2 and repeat the last row. You're going to repeat that row for 6 more times, so you're going to have a total of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rows. We're not including this one because we did this one up by ourselves, so from here it should be a total of 14 rows. So continue on. All we're doing is chaining up 2, double crocheting in the same stitch as the chain 2, and double crochet all the way across. Repeat that until you have a total of 14 rows. I'll meet you there. So go ahead and take your time and press pause and catch up. Okay, so I finished my 14th row, and now you should have something that looks like a diaper cover. But we're going to make this even way better. We're going to go with the border around it, and it's going to look super cute. Okay, so what we're going to do is chain 1, and we're going to start working along the sides here with a half double crochet. And what I like to do is I like to go in between the posts. So yarn over. I like to insert my hook right inside the posts of the double crochet. See that? And so we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Yarn over. And then right in between the 2 double crochets, this one and this one, there's like a little opening right here where the stitches, where we started adding our stitches, and I'm going to do a half double crochet there. I'm going to pull that through just like so, and I'm going to do that for every row down. So I'm going inside a post, and then in between the two double crochets, and then inside the post of the double crochet in between, and I'm going along the side here with the half double crochet. So for you beginners and learning how to crochet at this time, I'm going to show you exactly how to do a half double crochet. You're going to yarn over. We're going to insert our hook into the post, yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over, and you're going to pull through all three, just like so. One more time, we're going to yarn over, we're going to insert our hook in between the two double crochets, and we're going to yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over, and pull through all three. That's a half double crochet. We're going to continue doing that all the way around. So we're going all the way up along the sides here, all the way around, all the way around this, all the way around, and coming all the way back. So we're going to go all the way around the whole entire diaper cover with a half double crochet. Makes it look nice and clean. It gives it a really nice look. These little tiny details is what makes your crochet pieces really stand out. Okay. Had to shut the door. My kids are here, so they are playing video games. And if you're a mother that have kids that play video games, you understand exactly the world I live in and how loud they can get when they're getting involved with their players and their friends and everything, and they can get pretty loud. They get really into their games. It's funny. So now I'm coming along the, what's it called, the strap for our diaper cover, and I'm just crocheting right into those stitches that are along the side here. Now I'm going into the corner here. And when I get to the corners, I'm putting 2 double crochets into the same stitch, like so, to make sure it stays into a corner. So I put 2 here, and I put 2 here, and 1 in between, because we do have that post there. So you go right into the post, but when you get to the end, put 2, then the post, and then 2 more to give it that corner. And now we're going to be working along the top here. And I'm going to be working into our chains on the other side here. This is where we did our first chain of 45. So I'm just working right into them. You'll start seeing the stitches when you get there. It's almost like a stitch. They're right on top. Another thing you will be needing for this project is a button. I'm sorry, I forgot to let you guys know. When you get a chance, get a button, and we're going to be using those. You can use 2 or you can use 1 button. It's up to you. For the hold the diaper cover into place. like making these diaper covers because I've seen so many and I've worked with so many patterns, and a lot of them hang over on the leg area or the waist area, and they seem to be a little bit bigger. And this one, with the way we're going to be making this, it actually supports better than anything. So as you can see, I'm putting 2 on that end, then right into the post I'm putting a half double crochet, and then we're at the other corner and I am going to put 2 on this one just to keep that angle going. Now I'm going to be working on the bottom of the strap here and half double crocheting in my stitches along the back of this strap. Into that last stitch there. Now we're working on the side again, working in between each post and in between each double crochet. If you go over the post like this, you're gonna have this big old gap here, and that's why I go inside and I stab my hook right into that post, so it doesn't have this big gushing like opening there, and it just doesn't look right. So I like to just go right into the post. Okay, we're at the corner here on the very top. I'm going to put 2 half double crochets into that top corner stitch, and then I'm going to work along the side of my stitches here and putting a half double crochet along the top. And we're coming to an end here. At the end, we're going to slip stitch on the top of our chain 1 right here to join. Then we're going to chain up 1, and now what we're going to do is some fancy work. You're going to go in and out, and you're going to have the post on top of your hook. You're going to yarn over, bring it right through the back of that post, yarn over and pull through all 3. That was a front post half double crochet. Now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook from the back of our work, and we're going to come along to the other side of the post. So now the post is on the back side of our hook. Going to yarn over and pull that yarn right through on the back of the post, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So now we just did a front post and we did a back post of half double crochet, and we're going to do that all the way along the side right here and along the strap. But when we get to the ends of our strap here, we're just going to do a single crochet, and I'll show you exactly. So for right now, we're just going to go along the side, the strap, and all the way down. So we're going to show you one more time. We're going to do a front post, insert a hook through and out where the post is now on your hook, yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over, and pull through all three. Now we're going to do a back post, yarn over, insert a hook through the back of it, then you're going to bring it over, you're going to have the post on the back of your hook now, yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over, and pull through all three. So I'm going to continue doing front post, back post for each of the half double crochets along the side here. And I'm going to speed some things up here because I don't want to have a really long video. So if you have time, you can press pause and do this correctly. Still got to make the beanie. Oh, those are noisy little birds. I have 2 males and 2 females. And they are in mating season right now. You know how spring is just right around the corner? Oh yeah, they want to mate. So my Pepe Le Pew and Prince Charming are trying their hardest to get the attention from the females. Darlene and Lucy, so those are my birds' names, by the way. Now I'm working along the strap here. Okay, so now we're at the corner here, and I have the 2 half double crochets here, the 1 here and the 2 here. So what I'm going to do is right in the center where the we did the 2 half double crochets, I'm going to put 2 single crochets. Then we're going to work 2 single crochets along the side here. Then right on the next stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets together, well, in the same stitch, like so. And now you're going to skip this one and you're going to move to the next, and you're going to half double crochet front post, just like so. And now we're going to work our front post, back post along the top of our strap here. So we just finished this side. You see the ridges? This looks so gorgeous. Now we're working along the top here of our diaper cover with the front post, back post. And when we get to the end, we're going to do the same thing with the single crochet. Don't worry, it's not too bulky when you have the buttons there, if you do a half double crochet. I changed the ways I hold my hook sometimes because my hands are aching. I've been crocheting a lot lately. We just have a new member in the family. My sister-in-law just gave birth on Christmas Day to a 6 pound 13 ounces 21 inches long baby boy. Adorable. They named him Nicholas, which is gorgeous too, right after Christmas, you know. So I've been making a blanket, I've been making all kinds of baby stuff for my nephew, because I am baby Gaga right now, yes. I'm the auntie that likes to dress them up and take photos and hang those photos up on my wall. Of all my nieces, all my nephews. We have a huge family and it keeps growing. Excuse me. And then a friend of mine, her daughter just gave birth on New Year's Eve. Don't know the weight. She had a boy. And I don't know what they named her yet until she gets back to me. They're still in the hospital. This is her first baby. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the 2 single crochets into the corner stitch right here. Then you'll work 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2. You have 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet here. We're at the corner again. You're going to put 2 single crochets into that same stitch. Then you're going to skip this one, move to the next one, front post half double crochet, and we're going to back post the next stitch, half double crochet, and we're going to continue going along the back of the strap and along the side of our diaper cover. So lots and lots of babies are being born this year and last year, but the family just keeps growing. My friends and family are all having babies and I am going crazy with baby galore. If you follow me on Instagram, you can actually see my nephew there with one of my crocheted stocking hats that I have made for him, which I will be posting up a tutorial for, so you guys can actually, make a stocking hat. I'll probably do that for Valentine's, so you'll get that before the end of this month. And I'll front post, back post. We're almost there. Okay, when you get to that corner, again, you're going to put 2 half double crochets into the same stitch, just like so. And now we're going to half double crochet across. One more in that corner stitch, and then slip stitch to join. You can fasten off from here. So again, you cut off the ends, sew them in. And here's your cute little diaper cover. Now you can put a button in the middle, or you can put 2 buttons on the side. It's all up to you what you really like. If you put 2 buttons on the side, it will look like that. If you put 1 button, these 2 overlap and you put them together like so. So it's up to you how you would like to do it. I think I'm going to go with the 2 buttons and have it side by side like this. So in case they want to make it smaller or larger, they can. So I'm going to do that, okay? So let's move along to our beanie now that our diaper cover is finished. Okay, so now we're going to switch our colors now, and we're going to go with the red to make our beanie. Start off with the slip knot. And you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We are going to double crochet into our first chain, which is all the way at the end over here where my thumb is moving around. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Just like so. So now we just did our first double crochet. We're going to continue until we have a total of 11 double crochets. So that was our first one. So we're going to continue making double crochets into that first chain, like so. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, pull tight on your loose end, bring it to the front so you can sew that in later. We're going to slip stitch on the top of our chain 4, sorry, to join. And we're going to chain 2. Now we're going to put a double crochet into the same stitch as the chain 2, just like so. And now for each of the other stitches, you're going to put 2 double crochets into each stitch. So you're going to put 1 double crochet, then you're going to go right back to that same stitch again and put another one, 2, just like so. So you're going to the next one, 1 double crochet, back in the same stitch again, and 2. And you're repeating that all the way around. Okay, you're going to slip stitch to join now that we've done all that. Chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2, and now we're going to put 1 double crochet into the next stitch over, and then we're going to put 2 double crochets into the next stitch over. You see? The next stitch you're going to put 1 double crochet, the next stitch 2, and you're repeating this pattern all the way around. One double crochet, the next stitch 2 double crochets, the next stitch 1 double crochet, and just repeat that. I'll meet you at the end. In the very last stitch right here, 1 double crochet, slip stitch to join, chain 2. So now we're finished with our crown because we're doing 0 to 3 months. We are now going to double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2, and we're going to double crochet 1 in each of the stitches, 1 double crochet in each of the stitches all the way around. We're going to start building up the length of this beanie. Okay, our last stitch, we're going to slip stitch to join, chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch as your chain 2, and double crochet all the way around. Okay, when you get to the end here, you're going to slip stitch to join, chain 2, and you're going to repeat the last row for another 3 more rows. So you're going to have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows total. I'll meet you there. Okay, so when you get to the end of your 8th row, you'll have a length of hair. We are going to chain up 1, and now we're going to half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 1, and we're going to half double crochet all the way around in each of the stitches. Okay, my last stitch, slip stitch to chain 1 to join, chain 1, and what we're going to do now is a half double crochet front post, back post, just like we did on the diaper cover. So we're going to do a front post, so you're going to go in and out and have the post on your hook like so. Then you're going to yarn over, pull that yarn through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. That was our half double crochet front post. Now we're going to do a half double crochet back post. You enter from the inside of the beanie, and you're going to come across to the other side of the post. And now the post is on your hook, on the back side of your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull the yarn through, yarn over, and pull through all 3. So we're going to do that all the way around, doing that front post, back post for each of the stitches, going across and switching off every time we come to a new stitch. So now I did a front post, we're going to do a back post, front post, then a back post, and you're just going to continue going around the whole beanie doing front post, back post of half double crochets till you get to the end. Okay, we're at the end here. Your slip stitch to join, and now we're going to fasten off. Leave a tail so you're able to sew in your ends. Get your tempers needle or yarn needle, whatever you have available, to sew in your ends, and sew in your ends. And get the top. Now we are finished with our beanie. Let's do some detail. We want to start off by getting that puff paint, and you want to take your template and cut your eyes out. Okay, so here's your template. When you get it, you want to print it out a 4x6 and make sure it's fitting into the screen, so you can get the right size for your beanie. Your beanie should go right over it, so you can actually know that it's going to fit perfectly, because you want the eyes to fit right in the center of this beanie. So when you're cutting these out, you're going to just cut the black part around the black part first. Let's get to that. Okay. So what I like to do is I cut on the outside of the black area first. Just like so. So there's our two eyes. And then we get our fabric here, because we're going to start with the black first. And you're pretty much going to lay them on top and cut around. So I don't want to cut out the white part yet, because I'll show you exactly why I don't do that, because then I won't be able to cut the white part when it comes down to this part. So now I'm just cutting around my template, as you can see, with the back fabric. There's one. Now my next one. So there's the black. Okay, so now I'm going to put the black aside and grab my white. And now what I'm going to do is open this up and cut the black off. Unless you want to keep it, but that's hard to get in there and cut that out. So this is what I do just to save time and to get things done. I'm not using a lot of ink, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. So now I'm going to go right over my white. I'm going to cut a little piece out and then go around it. Okay, there's one. Get the other piece. Let me get rid of all this and this, and now we have our eyes. You want to set them right on top of each other, just like so. And there is our Spider-Man eyes. You want to take some glue right now. And you want to place the glue on the white part right here, the bottom of the white part. Glue it down and set it to the side until it's completely dried. I'm going to do mine off camera and we'll come back and start the puff paint or our beanie. Okay, so now we're going to start the puff paint. You want to make sure that it doesn't come out clumpy, so I have a napkin here and I start squeezing just to make sure that it comes out nice and smooth like the way I want to. So I'm going to keep squeezing until it comes all the way to the end because you don't want to mess. And there it is. Okay, so you want to start in the middle, so pretty much my middle is like the third, 1, 2, 3, 4, like right about here. So you're counting up to the double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to start in the center here, making sure it's like somewhat in the center, and I'm going to put a dot right there just so I know that that's my center, just like so. You barely can see it, but it's there. So you're going to start up, and then you're going to start going to the sides, and you're going to start making like a spider web. So I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do this. Okay, there we go. Don't squeeze too hard, barely squeeze it because this is fairly hard to keep doing over and over again after you're done. So I did it that way. I'm going to go out to my sides now. Just to make sure I get the perfect web here. Miss a spot, just go back with it. And there, we got a perfect little diagram here. So I went pretty much like you go down, across, and you're doing a cross in the middle. So now what we're going to do is start making our web. So the web is going inwards, so you're going to do like a half circle going inwards, and I like to go from the end of where, like a little bit off from the ends. As you can see here, I'm not going towards the end. Let me zoom in here. Wrong way. Too much. Sorry about that. Okay, so instead of coming from the end right here, I'm going a little bit above that, and I'm going to do like a half circle joining with this side here. Just like so. See that? Now I'm going to put another one above that, doing a half circle. See that? And now I'm going to do it for this one, but I'm going to like and there we have a spider web. Okay. Clean the top of my stuff here, put the cap back on, and you're going to let that set to dry. Do not put the eyes on until it's dried, because what happens is if you don't wait until it dries, you can probably smear this and it's gonna look awful. So we'll come back and say 2, 4, an eternity, hour later. It's going to take a while for this stuff to dry. It doesn't even say how long. It says 72 hours. So make sure it doesn't take that long, but that's like after you wash it, I guess. It says pre-wash fabric, machine wash out after set to dry for 72 hours. So you're waiting for it to dry for 72 hours before you wash it. So it doesn't take that long to dry. I know for the fact it took me about maybe an hour and a half for it to completely dry. So we'll come back after that and get this thing done here. So I'm going to let this set and I'll be back to get this all done here. Once it dries, go ahead and glue on those eyes of yours and you get your adorable Spider-Man outfit here. As you can see, you got the diaper cover and the beanie. This feels so cute. Oh my god, I can't wait to see it on a baby. So seriously, this is adorable. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I did. Please comment, subscribe, and if you have any ideas on making items and you guys want to learn how to make them, just leave a comment below and I will see what I can do about making this tutorial for you. Until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.